points. Straight ahead, we'll see the two most targeted receivers in the NFL in 2016 and Pro Bowl teammates to boot. It's OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr., and Mike Evans.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Giants. Jameis now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And the play clock's running down. Again, it's McNichols as they stay on the ground. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some space here. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Giants. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. First down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run again with McNichols. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with him in the last game.
What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? Out of the gun, it's Webb. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game?
And Vereen, sure-handed as he is, he lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here.
Let's go! 339!
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Extra point coming now for Nugent. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll go McNichols to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Winston. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 57 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Second down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Antoine Blake. The 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
A first down throw for Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, Winston again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
10 yards to go on third. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's Darkwan. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Webb now from the gun. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, the spin. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Here's Beckham. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Hoping
now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now Darquan. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In motion, the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down. Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So 1:56 to play in this 1st half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now a second down throw for Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Winston now with a give to McNichols. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw, Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A second down throw for Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a first down run here. This is Vereen. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Shane Vereen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Winston now to throw on first down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
O.J. Howard's career numbers at Alabama are not going to blow you away considering his talent. But the national championship game against Clemson, the one they won, oh, my God, yeah. What a night he had.
That's the game that I remember from his college career. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. The big reason, if not the biggest reason, they won that football game. Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The block.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first down throw. Webb going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Going up top. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Justin Evans, the rookie from Texas A&M. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. First down, here's a handoff to Vereen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down, here's Webb. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run with Darkwa. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on second down. Webb rolling to his left. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Giants. Shane Vereen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Winston. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Jameis on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Throw it long, it can be a big play. You throw it short, it can be a big play for Deshaun Jackson. Yards after catch, always a big part of his game.
Talking about speed, only Tyreek Hill was measured with a faster play last year than Deshaun Jackson, who hit 22.6 miles per hour on a touchdown versus the Cardinals in Week 13.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And Aguayo's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start out with a run by Vereen. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Shift together here from the D-line. Winston now. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Evans. And he is knocked down from the side at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They go play action. Winston airing this one out for Evans. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll run it with Sims. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's go. 3, 19.
A play fake. Now Webb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. The Bucs on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. On the toss, Vereen. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, 1st down. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. First down, Winston. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start.